Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Laura with NIM E10322311018 from Government Science, Faculty of Social and Political Sciences, Tanjung Pura University, Pontianak. Okay, in this video, I will present the contents of the journal article entitled An Analytical Study on the Intervention of the Legislature to the Constitutional Court in Indonesia compared to developed countries. In general, this journal discusses the relationship between the legislative institution and the Constitutional Court, which then raises the questions whether in carrying out their duties and functions, these two institutions interact specifically how the position of the legislative institution can intervene the Constitutional Court, which is independent. And compared with this, what is happening in several developed countries, such as Russia, the United States, Japan, China, England, and the others. The Constitutional Court is a judicial institution that administers justice or holds judicial power other than the Supreme Court. The Constitutional Court has authority to review laws or judicial review through the decision of the Constitutional Court regarding judicial review, a control mechanism or check and balance is created over legislative authority. This mechanism is intended to prevent the formation of laws that conflict with the Constitution. Basically, the concept of check and balance aims to mutually control the balance between institutions so that arbitrariness does not occur. As one of the judicial institutions that exercises judicial power, the Constitutional Court is actually bound by the principle of internal independence carrying out its duties. But the involvement of the DPR as a representative of the legislative institution is preparing various policies that may intersect with the principal independence of the judiciary in addition to the role of the DPR in nominating court judges constitution and the absence of the clear limits for the DPR as a legislative law to regulate judicial institution. This could be a loophole which may pose a risk of interference with the independence of the judiciary. The forms of legislative intervention in the Constitutional Court can be analyzed through various aspects such as the appointment of the qualified judges, term of office, number limits, and impeachment of judges, and can be compared with other more developed countries. From the aspect of appointing judges, in Indonesia, as a country that separates power between the Constitutional Court and the Supreme Court in the process of appointing judges, is it not completely taken by the legislative power, but there is executive intervention in it. This is different from the developed countries which do not separate powers between the Supreme Court and the Constitutional Court, such as China, play a large and a significant role in the process of appointing judges. From the aspect of the requirements from judges, Indonesia applies strict requirements and can limit intervention in the courts, whereas developed countries such as Japan have a very broad requirements, and this has a potential to be influenced by political interests. From the aspect of selecting the chief judges, both in Indonesia and in other developed countries such as the United States, Japan, and India, the process of selecting the chief judges is free from the interference from the legislative body. In terms of the number of judges, Indonesia provides the legislative body with the opportunity to take part in determining the number of judges. This is different from the other developed countries such as Canada and Japan, which give this right to the executive body. From the aspect of term of office, when compared with developed countries such as Canada and Italy, which have a long terms or terms of office, Indonesia judges have a short terms of office, namely 5 years. This then raises the possibility of intervention in the courts in Indonesia. Considering this, it has been recognized as a symbol of political elections in Indonesia. The last is from the aspect of impeachment of justice. In developed countries, protection of the independence and integrity of justice is prioritized, where they never provide an opportunity to allow impeachment of judges. Okay, from what has been explained, it can be concluded that there is a relationship between the authority of the DPR and the Constitutional Court in Indonesia. The form of the relationship and the authority of the DPR to nominate judges to the Constitutional Court and the authority to form laws for the Constitutional Court. The existence of the relationship had created a loophole for the DPR to intervene in the principle of the judicial independence adhered to be a constitutional court. Compared to other developed countries, Indonesia legally recognized parliamentary intervention in the constitutional court in certain aspects. In the context of relationship between legislative institution and the constitutional court, the independence of a constitutional court judges is highly protected in developed countries in various 6 aspects. These aspects are concluded as important factors that represent the relationship between the DPR and the Constitutional Court. Okay, that's all I can explain about this journal article. And thanks for watching.